take a look at the tower cases from Silverstone. Tony's going to give us a quick rundown on these. So, Tony, go ahead.
Okay, so over here you see our new line of affordable mid-tower cases. So on the left here, these are the PS11. Okay, so again, like the SG13, we will have two variations of the same case. So on the left, we have PS11, a standard model with a mesh front grille for direct airflow, and top panel with also dual 120mm flex wall and a side window. Okay. So the case has a removable front panel that has a very easy to clean filter. It comes with a 120mm fan, but you can install up to two 120 or 140mm
Okay.
radiator. Okay. So the side panels are held on by thumb screws. The internals are toolless drive cages for 3.5-inch and 2.5-inch drives. So there you can install up to three 3.5 and two 2.5s. We have 7 expansion slots in this case. And for the Q model, Q stands for quiet.
Okay.
So appropriately, it doesn't have the mesh side intake. So there's actually small filters on the side of the case, in addition to sound dampening foam on this panel to absorb the noise coming out from this fan. So the internal is the same between the two cases. The quiet version doesn't have a side window, but it does have also the sound.
It has sound
on the side panel.
Blanket. Okay.
Both of these cases, we think are really good choice for enthusiasts or even builders that are looking to build nice size case. It's not very big. The reason the case can remain relatively compact is due to these two very deep side bulges on the side panels. Only a few factories, case factories, can actually stamp a panel this deep on the panels of this size without actually cracking it.
Okay.
So, but this benefit is that you can install a larger CPU code than you can otherwise have, and also you have more cable management room behind the motherboard tray than typical cases of this type.
Right.
And both are going to be available in North America by next week.
Okay.
For MSRP of around $40–50.
Okay.
On both versions.
All right.
And to these two cases, these are the KL05. So you can look at these two cases as the bigger version of PSUs.
Right.
Very similar layout and feature, but larger.
Larger case.
So the larger room, larger height, for example, give you the ability to mount your fans and radiator above the motherboard. So there will be no interference between them.
That's nice.
So you can mount a very large radiator here, pretty nice thickness. And the cutout supports both 120 or 140 millimeter. Okay. Internally, the case has these. Layout is also very straightforward. There are two drive cages. Each can hold up to three 3.5 or 2.5-inch drives. We'll also be offering the drive cage for sale, so you can also slot in. These are modular, so you can move them.
Oh, you can move them up and down.
Have the third one installed to give you potentially up to 9 3.5-inch drives. Okay, so these are toolless. Same thing with 540-inch drive bay. There's also additional mounting holes for 2 more 120mm fans.
Down at the bottom.
Okay. And so same thing. Q version is for the quiet version. So there's also foam and those side panels of this in addition to the ones on the front here. The filters included. Okay, the front is also the same as PS11. It fits up to 2 120 or 140 millimeter. to something smaller again. So our new Micro ATX tower, the KL06
Okay.
tower. So this case here supports dual 120 millimeter fan on the front with a very easy, again, to move front panel filter. Okay. So the body of this case is actually based off of a very popular TJ08 case. Some of the owners might recognize immediately of this layout. It has an upside down motherboard tray with the power supply on top here. We found an additional space here for SSD mount plate. This drive cage is now changed from 3.5 inch drive cage to 2.5. Yeah, 2.5. So I think we're being a little bold and brave with this design. Maybe just testing the market to see if people can accept having a tower case like this size, with more 2.5 inch drive base than 3.5 inch. So the spec of it kind of look a little funny because you can only fit one 3.5 inch drive, while this, you can fit up to 8 2.5 inch drives. Usually, this is reversed in tower case.
Normally, but it's understandable.
And another thing we try to improve also is the water cooling compatibility. Those of your readers that may have used this TJOE or PSO7 before, they know that what they do is they remove the drive cage away from the case to install maybe a push and pull radiator here. We thought that's kind of too bad, if you lose a drive cage. So we now have mounting posts on the bottom to let you mount the drive cages in different positions to accommodate different thickness. So I think that's it.
Next up, we have the Silverstone power supplies. What do you have to offer us, Tony?
Okay, 2 years ago, we started telling people that our immediate future plan is to downsize all of our power supplies.
Correct.
So that includes the SFX line that we've been doing for the last several years, but also the ATX power supply. So we delivered on that promise last year with the launch of our Strider Go S 1500 watt. So if you remember the older 1500 watt models, they're usually very large, up to the, for example, our older ones, it's a 20 millimeter. So this is now down to 180.
Okay.
So this is now about the size of what you may find the typical 850 watt full modular power supply to be. So we did that on the high wattage one. And for the middle high wattage, like this 750 watt Strider Go S that we launched also last year, we were able to shrink this power supply down to about 150 meters. Okay. With 4 modular cables again. So if you compare that to most of the power supply in the market, 180 or 160 with this type of wattage, you'll see that there's indeed a very big difference in terms of size. So we're very excited this year at CES to announce the brand new version 2.0 of the 750 watt. Okay. It is now even smaller, even if just by 1 centimeter, 2 meters, so you can see the difference. So incredibly, this 750 watt full modular cable is now the same size as the standard ATX power supply that you see in the lower wattage cables.
Very nice.
This will be really good for people with smaller cases. It helps you with better cable management in small form factor cases. I think that's something that we'll continue to work on. Maybe next year you'll see an 850 watt in this size too.
That would be nice.
Okay, so over here for SFX, we just launched the SFX L form factor. So you can see, compared to a standard SFX, the new SFX L form factor is longer, deeper. So the same mounting hole, so they go into the same position as the SFX, standard SFX power supply. But the longer SFX-L affords us the ability to install a 120 millimeter fan inside. potentially you could have a quite a fast car. It's still very slow form factor. So the second one is, of course, the less complex engineering that's required to have a wattage of this size.
Mm-hmm.
So the cost of the power supply can be less than similar wattage. Okay. So at CES, we're also announcing a new 550 watt SSX standard size power supply, but it's non-modular. So without modular board, obviously it's also less complex. We're able to price this power supply around the same price as a modular 450 watt.
Okay.
So if you're those type that are really good at cable management and you don't think you need a modular cable, you could opt for the new SX500. And either you get 100 watts more power
Understood.
for the same price. Okay. So it's the new power supplies that we're announcing here at CES. In addition, for other products like the CPU coolers, we have two new evolution version of our TDO to T100 coolers.
Mm-hmm.
So they have thinner radiators than before,
Okay.
with now rubber tubing, but we kept the water block with the soldered copper base the same. So we have improved the compatibility of these coolers while maintaining the same performance as before. So we're looking forward to having these released on the market soon. And moving on to our fans and accessories. We just launched these two new models. The ones that I'd like to point out are the new air penetrator 80 millimeter fan. So this is the smallest size now, air penetrator, and also the version 2.0 of our FHP 141 fan. They now include these adapter because originally they had 120 millimeter fan mounts and then 140 millimeter fan frame. So a lot of people are using these because these are bigger, designed for much higher air pressure. So they're perfect for radiators. So we do have a lot of customers with 140 millimeter base radiator that they couldn't mount.
They could actually use these now because you have the extensions on it.
So I think these would be a really good choice for those of you looking to have maximize the performance of their radiators. So we are also selling now retail slim 120 millimeter fans, since we now have more slim cases available. So these are PWM models that gives you more flexibility in the speed range to go as low as 800 RPM and up to 2000 RPM.
Okay.
We're also branching out a little bit to do a bit more server and storage type of products, so with SAS cables, SAS controller card, and SAS expanders.
And even a Wi-Fi unit.
Even a Wi-Fi unit for NUC or the mini ATX motherboards. They have these PCIe modules that you can install. We will also be launching AO2.11 AC models soon. So these are new products here at CES.
Well, everyone, I want to say thank you, Tony, for showing us your suite, some of the new products. Make sure you keep on watching. Stay thirsty, my friends. We'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.